Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
I'm just making a little video here. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm sorry about this, but the beach is closed.
Yeah. I know what they said. I mean, that's the thing, is that we have a right to be out and about. So again, what is the truth? The truth is we're down here at the beach having a good time. The truth is that they'll tell you you're going to be arrested, but you're not. Okay? I'm not alone out here. There's other people out here. And you know the way this thing works. Here's another lifeguard. Let's see what he ends up doing. I wouldn't be surprised if he, says something like the police are going to give you a ticket. But again, what they tell you on the media and what is true are two totally different things. They might harass me about the dog not being on a leash, but he is a trained dog, so he's allowed to be with me. And if I need to slip a leash over him, I have a leash right here to slip over him. Other than that, they really aren't saying anything to anybody. These guys are out here with their sand buckets, their kids. And again, you're only as free as you choose to be. So if you choose to listen to what the media says and go inside your home, then you choose to be a prisoner. If you choose to come outside and exercise your right to be free, these beaches are not owned. Okay, these beaches are not owned. You're free to be on the beach.
You're going to the beach?
Get out there! Get out there! Get out there! Civil disobedience! You gotta know it's wrong.
The breach has been opened. She opened the breach. Woo! The breach opener. That's the girl right there. She opened the breach. Snapshots. What's up, brother?
Big snapshots.
Woo! I got you. Hey! I know you! Good to see you! You ready? Oh my god. Who's that? Deanna Lorraine. She's back in business.
These waters are not owned. You're free to be on the water. Free to be on the beach, free to be on the water. Free as the day is long. And it's important that people realize that what they tell you on the media isn't true. I keep trying to tell people that. Somehow they believe everything that's on the media. They also believe all the statistics that they're given. If the statistics are listed on the news or by Johns Hopkins University, they believe it. The stats are only as good as the statistician. So if you have a lying person giving out stats, then you have a... Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
I'm just making a little video here. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm sorry about this, but the beach is closed.
Yeah, yeah. I know what they said. I mean, that's the thing is that we have a right to be out and about. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. I respect you as a person, or as a human, I should say.
Is that your dog?
Yes. And I have a leash for him right here.
Can't have dogs on the beach either.
I know I'm hearing impaired, and he's a service dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta have him on the leash then.
Yes, sir. And but I appreciate it anyway. But yeah, I just I didn't mean to say person, because that actually means that you're a commercial, fictitious character.
Oh, what does?
You're a human. Thank you. Have a good
I
day.
am a human, yeah. Please just exit the beach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there we go. There, he was nice and polite, but he's again gonna. Dude, come here. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and put him on a leash, just because that way he can't say, at least my dog isn't on a leash. And again, these are codes and statutes that are created simply, by a corporation, the city corporation. So the city is incorporated. The city of Santa Monica, for example, is incorporated. The county of Los Angeles is a corporation. So what they do is they have codes and statutes. They're not laws, they are codes and statutes. They're legalities. So I live by God's law, natural law. Natural law says, as long as I don't injure another person or their property, I am free to travel as I choose. And I feel like traveling on the beach today. So I'm going to travel on the beach. I'm going to be polite because I know he's just doing his job. That's what he's told to do, just like the cops too. And a lot of them are polite, even though they're enforcing statutes and codes. They're enforcing stay. So since the gentleman's gone, I'm going to go ahead and take the leash off again. I don't want him to feel that I'm being disrespectful to him doing his job. So I put it on, but there, you can see there's not many people out here. There's no reason dude man can't be off his leash and peeing on some seaweed. But the statutes and codes are not law. That's a corporation's statutes and codes. So if you are contracted with that corporation, and I'm not contracted with the county of Los Angeles or the city of Los Angeles. So if you don't have a contract with them that you're part of their club and will abide by their rules, you live by natural law. Now obviously, again, natural law you have to follow, which means don't injure anybody or their property. So I wouldn't drive 50 miles an hour down a residential area. If there were 1,000 people out here on the beach, I would probably put dude man on a leash just to make sure, he doesn't interfere with anybody else. So, I mean, there are responsibilities you have to follow natural law, God's law. But if it's not lawful, then that's not an authority I would recognize. And if more people would follow the real natural law, then these guys would stop trying to impose their will upon the people. But unfortunately, most people are just fine and dandy by giving up their rights. So you can see there's another guy behind me there. There's people walking here. So I'm not alone out here. We're out here having a good time, not bothering nobody. And I know a lot of people that are watching the news are, they just believe what's on the news. So if I believed what was on the news, that people being out are going to sneeze and cough and spread the virus, I would, again, by natural law, I wouldn't want to injure somebody else. So I would be very careful not to, spread any type of a virus. But in this entire time, I've not seen anybody even flu-like sick that I've been around, And if you think that this virus is going to spread like that, you need to check out the Chinese population. If you go look at the Chinese population, you'll see if anything was going to spread, it would have spread like wildfire there. And it didn't spread like wildfire there at all. It is really amazing, actually, how it did not spread. China, there's what, 1 billion or more people there? 1.5 billion? Yet they didn't have any type of pandemic spreading, If you look at how many people usually die from the flu during the winter time up until the summer, we're right at about those numbers anyway. And that's going from the system that you can't trust their numbers anyway, as far as them using them to push a certain agenda. And everybody always asks me, well, what agenda would they be pushing? What would they be pushing? Well, if you know anything about power, look at the history of power. If these guys can print as much money as they want, it's not about money, right? Because they can print all the money they want. They can digitally hit the button and make as many numbers as they want. So what's the next thing that somebody who is hungry for power would want? If they have all the money, what would be the next thing that people would want? I shouldn't say people, these inhuman monsters that want to take your freedoms away. People that are willing to set up staged news, what's the word I'm looking for? Videos, I guess, that show somebody on a stand-up paddleboard with 2 boats and 12 officers down there. That was totally staged. And I make this video just to show you guys that there are people out here. There's people out here. I'm not alone. And, we're out here enjoying this amazing weather. You see, there's no cops chasing me. There's people all down the beach. These 2 gentlemen here. I mean, this is amazing. You see sailboats still out there. So, again, you can be on the water, you can be by the water. Look at all the people down there. Okay, this is the beach they said you're going to get arrested and fined $1,000. It's just not true. What they tell you and what is actually happening is not true. So, I don't know what else to tell people. Like, if you're going to believe something that's not true, then you're just not living in reality. You're not living in reality. You're living in a separate world, free of rational thought. How's it going, man? So, I think it's important that people realize that the people that give you the numbers as to how many people are sick are not, they're not to be trusted. The media is not to be trusted. The government's lied how many times in the history of mankind? Like I said, the government has murdered like 260 million of its own people. Governments. And people still can't see that you can't trust these people. And that the only way to express your freedom is to get out and be free. That's what we're doing here today. I could have went and walked by my house, but I said, hell no. I'm gonna go down to the beach. This is my beach. These are my people. There's lots of people down here. And if I didn't have a dog that was not feeling well at the moment, I would come down on the weekend and come out into the beach too. You know, you see there's people in the water there. Again, Venice Beach, Los Angeles County, where they said they would lock you up, throw away the key. It's just not true. Right, dude, man? So, people have to learn to accept what they see as truth, what they can feel, taste, you know, and then the same people that tell me, oh, so you don't trust any of those people, so I guess you just don't trust anything then. And I say, no, I don't trust anything. I don't trust anything, you know. I just assume if it comes from a corporate entity, it's a lie until I can prove it otherwise for myself. Same thing with the scientists. The scientists are paid to be on TV. Those scientists on TV are not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They're not saying, you know what, I'm really passionate about this, I'm gonna come on there. No. In every case, they are offered money. They are coached on what it is they're going to talk about specifically and what they won't talk about specifically. And I think we'll start heading back. I have a dog training session I gotta go to. But they're coached specifically on TV to give the certain narrative that they're looking for. They always, hey dude, let's go back this way. Come on, I'm gonna get him. Ah. So he just loves running on the beach. So anyway, they are coached specifically on what they're supposed to say on the news. Don't think anything is just, you know, because they want to go on there and do it out of the goodness of their hearts. Just like this video I'm making now. I'm taking time to share my experience with everybody because, you know, I'm not getting paid for this. I want people to know the truth. Is this the truth or a lie that they're saying to push an agenda? They don't need an army or a military to confine people to their homes because people have already confined themselves to their homes. They've already decided that what they're being told on the TV is the truth. They haven't even questioned it. How do people not question the government and media is beyond me. I always say, like, if you have a girlfriend that's lied to you twice, 3 times, are you gonna stay in a relationship with that girlfriend or boyfriend? Are you gonna keep trusting them even though they keep lying? Say, well, I know you lied a half dozen times already. I'm gonna give you another chance with the most important thing in the world, my life. No, it would never happen. How do people make such a cognitive dissonance about the media and the government telling you the truth? And thinking that Fox is any better than CNN, or CNN is any better than MSNBC, or MSNBC is any better than blah, 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 Yahoo News, whatever. Yahoo! So, it is staggering. And if you want to really know how the control structure works, go and look at how many celebrities there are touting the same narrative, the same thing, word for word. Hey, it's me, super famous guy. Just coming, let you know, stay in your house. That's right, stay in your house, like I am. You know, I don't have a pool out back. I don't have half a dozen women that are looking to get a child support check from me someday. I'm just doing this because I'm afraid of COVID. No, they're all told what to do. They all have handlers, publicists, managers, agents, lawyers, and again, handlers. So if you don't know that the CIA is alive and well in Hollywood, time to open your eyes. Time to open your eyes. You know, and I'm sure a lot of these celebrities have no idea that they're part of the control mechanism. I have friends that are A-list celebrities. And I know that they are taking the information, and a lot of them do actually believe that this is such a dangerous thing, even though nobody around us is ill. Nobody around us that's healthy anyway. Again, just to be very clear, there is some sort of flu-like thing going on around here. Okay, and it affects the old, frail, weak, immunely compromised. Even if they're not old, my chiropractor said, oh, I had a cousin who was 56. She died of corona. I said, really? She said, yes. She went from flu to pneumonia and died. I said, okay, you said flu to pneumonia. So pneumonia, what happens there? Respiratory, failure maybe? So she died of respiratory failure as a secondary result of fighting a virus. And the first thing I asked her was, well, was she as healthy as you? And her response was, well, she was a non-smoker, she was a non-diabetic, she wasn't morbidly obese. Told me everything she could tell me without simply answering yes or no. Was she as healthy as you? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Nobody wants to answer a yes or no question because they know I've got a point. I've got a sharp point. If they're not as healthy as you, then they are at risk. Even the flu. The flu can develop into something else. And again, these guys spray the skies almost daily and nightly. When the moon's out many times, the moon will be out and I'll see them spraying at night too. It's a known fact, stratospheric aerosol injections. It'll take you about five seconds to look up stratospheric aerosol injections. I'm going to do another video on them. Not that there's not been a million done already, you could see, but I'll do my own little spin because I went digging into a congressional hearing and I found some really interesting stuff. Again, you got to dig for it. The media's not going to tell you. They don't want you to know that you're being sprayed like bugs. They want you to believe everything's fine. Just trust us, trust the government, trust the media. So, well, if everybody got out of their houses, they would be free. By staying in your houses, you're consenting to what they're doing to everybody. Most of the people that disagree with what I say have money, can afford to pay rent, and aren't thinking about the poor children who are home in domestic violence situations because they're at home with awful people and their only escape is to go to school. People that disagree with me are usually, again, people that won't have to stand in a long line to get food. Those are the people who disagree with me. I had a job up in the Hollywood Hills, and those guys, it was amazing. They came out for this lady's birthday, and quickly I could see how terrified they all were to get near one another. Not only just terrified because maybe they're afraid of the bug, but also everybody's judging one another. These people that got money, they all want to, they got to give you a good representation of the materialistic them. So they're like, oh, we agree with it. This is the new trend. This is the new ice bucket challenge. Let's see who can be more annoying than the other. Dude, man. Dude, man. Dude. Hey. Dude, man. Dude. Wow. Okay, I know he's blind in one eye, but now I don't know if he's just ignoring me or... Dude! Hey! I don't know. Dude man, come here. Let's go. He'll catch up. Anyway, this is the new ice bucket challenge, and everybody is following right along. Nobody wants to rock the apple cart. So get out of your house, talk to your neighbors, share these videos. If you haven't liked or subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You know, I have all kinds of videos I'm going to be doing. These are just some candid chats on the beach. Dude man, hey! Come on! Get over here. Let's go. Sorry about that. What is he doing? Well, I will say I've been babying him a little bit since he was not feeling well, and it's like half his training's kind of gone out the window. He's like, I'll get over there when I'm good and ready. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Problem with that is, though, when you have a dog, especially if you got a dog that you trust off leash, they have to recall well. If he doesn't listen well, I'll have to put him back on a leash. Here he comes. Come on, you. You know, oh, there he goes. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You better run. Those cops are coming to get you. They're gonna get you. All right, let's go. Get him. So yeah, he loves to be out here. I mean, this is nature. This is nature. If you stay in your homes, you will get sick. That's it. That is the end. If there's one thing I can get across to you, it's if you stay in your homes, you're breathing the same recirculated air. I don't care if you got an air filter or not. You're under artificial lighting most of the time. And twice as many people get melanoma under artificial lighting. Artificial lighting is also known to cause prostate cancer and breast cancer. I can show you the studies for that. So get out of your house. Don't be in a prison where you're actually going to die. Get out to the beach. If everybody comes out to the beach, they'll stop that media propaganda. So put your thinking caps on. Turn off the TVs. Get your loved ones outside. I just realized I had that zoomed in and you're probably looking at my nostril. So everybody stay healthy, not safe. All right, see you next time. Ready, set, go!